And Etep, you big bald son of a bitch, kiss my ass!
Yes, sir, we promised you a great main event tonight.
Andre, the China.
WrestleMania!
Hulkamania is running wild.
My God, what a man!
It's not the world is watching.
Shit.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. If you wanna view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Wanna change the world. There's nothing to it.
Hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, it is he, it is me, PWD, working with the delay. But it's okay. We're from the Place to Be Reviews, right back here with all of you. Monday night going in. Wait for it. Raw, episode number 270, the season 5 premiere, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody, for being here this evening. We had a great show, a wonderful panel, and a whole bunch of great folks ready to entertain you. And I see we got some good peeps in the chat here. We got, of course, superfan Adam Shawhan. He's been counting down the minutes all day. Bad Take Bojan, one of our channel members. Keely Chow's here. Mexican Panzer, who joined us on Saturday night when we played Mario Kart. Joined us for our watch party. Python, he suggested it. Thank you, brother. Manliness and motivation. Are we going to talk about... God damn it, manliness already. Godzillionaires here. And let's see. We'll talk about this figure drawing. Welcome back. Good to see you again, sir. Good to see you. All right. So let's see. Zombie Box Reviews is here. All right. Thank you for being here. Now, I'm not saying I'm drinking for super chats tonight. We're not doing that yet. Not yet. But what I am going to do right now is I'm going to introduce to you this wonderful panel of amazing, wonderful fucking people I have assembled. We'll start right here with one of my own.
I gotta get a Greenstein or a Rosenblatt of my very own. Nothing else has worked so far, so I'll wish upon a star. Wondrous dancing speck of light, I need a Jew.
Warms my black little heart every time I see that.
Hey, man, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you for being here. And like I said before off air, I thanked everybody because you guys have all, even if you've not been on the show for that long, we've all streamed together for a while. So, and you've been on other streams, and Chris has been here for a while now. So thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been a blast.
Absolutely. Good to have you as always. Good to have you. All right. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, I think you know where we're going to go here. Let's see. Let's go down. Let's go down right here, and we will do this one and just get this demonetization stuff right out of the way, right out of the gates. We're not going to play around. Let's weak.
Bunch of slack-jawed faggots around here. This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. Just like me.
Them goddamn son of a bitches. The conspiracy or conspiracy, I'm telling you, there's a bunch of slack-jawed bundle of sticks everywhere I look. It's good to be here again, Etep, you bundle of sticks. And look at all these wonderful sons of bitches in the chat already. God damn, it's good to see every last one of you. Hit the damn like, share the stream out there, and have a good time. We ain't got time to week. What's going on?
Thank you. Good to have you, brother. Thank you as always, sir. Let's see. Shall we go? Let's do the undead thing next. Let's do the undead thing.
I've got demand,
magic stick. I know if I could hit once, I could hit twice.
That intro never gets old. Hey guys, what's up? Good to be here, and look forward to shooting the shit with you guys tonight.
Absolutely. Good to have you, Draven. And man, like I said, your first appearance was on Fandom Menace Friday Night Live when we used to do that show on Fridays over here. I think it was, I can't remember if it was going in Raw, but I remember you were on, I think you were on there first because that was the hour show Tony and I did. And you came on there and then you started coming on the Monday night show. So thank you, brother. It's great to have you as always. And I'm glad I was able to at least jump on the AEW stream for a little while earlier.
Yep. It's always a pleasure to be here and be part of the group.
Absolutely. Good to have you, man. Good to have you. And Draven's one of those people I've got the fortunate ability to hang out with now twice. And we'll be seeing each other again, I'm sure, in Cincinnati. Speaking of people I've hung out with, let's go over here. Did you guys know I know one of the X-Men? Well, I do.
Previously on X-Men.
That's right. Man, it's been a minute, hasn't it?
Yes, sir. Adam, while Adam's dogs are barking back there, it's okay. We understand. And thank you for being here, brother. Adam had a birthday.
Cyclops has never been the same ever since that little menage a trois with him, Wolverine, and Jean.
Oh no!
If he'd stop playing with his wiener dogs, maybe they'd stop barking.
Oh no!
Right. Well, thank you for being here, Adam. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. And Adam, me and Adam have hung out. He's been to my house a couple times. We broke bread together. Adam is a good motherfucking real dude. So thank you, Adam. Appreciate you. Love you, brother. All right. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 3 people left, but 2 are ready right now. And speaking of being ready, let's jump into the ring here.
Each leap brings us closer to God. Catch me, Lord, catch me. Wait. Oh. What have we done to make God angry? You did it.
It makes me laugh every time I see it. But no, yeah, it's me. It's CJP. It's happy Labor Day, everyone.
Did he just freeze or is it me?
I think he froze.
Okay, CJ froze.
He's frozen.
Somebody screenshot it, damn it.
Yeah.
What did you do, Etep?
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good, brother. You're good.
Oh, good Lord. I got a new modem and now it's giving me shit. That's how life goes. No, but it's great to be here as always. And hope everything's doing well with everybody. And let's
CJP, may I suggest next time don't get your modem from China?
Yeah.
Albert, you unplug it and turn it back on in 30 seconds and see if it works.
Yeah. Did you try? Thank you, CJ, for being here. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. CJP will be back shortly. And let me bring in our last panelist for now. And all right, do you guys have the percussion, all the instruments ready? Because, well, I think you guys know who's up right now, folks. Let's go.
I'm proud to be here on the day of your daughter's wedding. This finger is for you. No, that intro is always hilarious. No, truly, fucking awesome to be here. 5th season, you said. This is great.
Yes, sir.
You know, friends, countrymen, Jews, vampires, lend me your ears. No, it's we're gonna have a great time tonight, as we always do. You know, it is fantastic. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. We'll have some guest appearances in here tonight again because I know you love them.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah, so it's gonna be good. You know, remember Bad Bros forever. The world's greatest detective is always on the case. I found this one's G-spot finally after months. But yes, we're gonna keep diving in this cave regardless. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the stream tonight.
Thank you, Vinny, for being here, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Yeah, welcome Papa Cotton, hail JB, Hicks Villain, Glinzer. Good to see everybody. Good to see you guys and gals out there. Mexican Panzer. Wait, where's Tony, that Swedish meatball supposed to get me a pack of smokes? He went to get smokes and lotto tickets. He ain't coming back. Back.
Got my cheese whiz, boy.
That fucking cheese whiz. Always with the fucking cheese whiz.
Is he from Harlem?
I'm going to try to go off camera and maybe that'll help solve my
All
issue.
Oh.
So what we're going to do first is we have a fun little article that we're going to talk about, and it covers quotes from a show that is we've gone back and forth on this show during the course of this, of our streams, and that is The Sopranos. So we have 15 quotes from The Sopranos, and I'm going to give you some of my personal favorites from, I said, Ralphie Cifaretto, Joe Pantaleone, one of my favorite characters on the show, just because he was a nut job. So let's kick this thing off. So here we are right here on movieweb.com, and we have 15 Sopranos quotes, and yeah, I think this will be nice to go through here. Does anybody have any favorites off the top of their head that they, just off the top?
Never seen
Gabagool.
Gabagool.
That's not a line.
Hey, come here for the gabagool.
That's you're wrong. You're wrong. Look at this guy's freaking palooka. That's ridiculous. That wig he's got on his head. He's a fucking clown and a half. Jesus. You motherfucker, you.
You motherfucker. Vinny is not a Steven Van Zandt fan.
Not at all. Guy's a piece of
Christ.
Tommy.
It looks like a fucking otter died on his goddamn head.
Paulie quotes always come to mind.
Well, could he look any more like a cartoon character? Jesus.
Well, his posture during the show, like his head was always down, but he was always looking up. I was like, his neck had to be killing him at the end. Like his chiropractor probably got a house out of
Well,
it.
you told I how I suck you off. My neck hurts for doing it like that, but I do it, right?
Hail pursuing paranormal. What's up, Commander Cody? Speaking of people who've been down since day one, Cody used to be, like I said many times, Cody was back in the Anchor FM days on the podcast with myself and MJ. He said, I've never watched The Sopranos, but I've totally eaten at Fazoli's.
All right.
A mob boss crying to his therapist sounds gay as fuck, says Papa Cotton.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
It kind of does. But I've eaten at Olive Garden reluctantly. That's like the Taco Bell. That's like what Taco Bell is to like Mexican food. Like that is to Italian food.
Well,
like
it's
real
funny
Italian.
that you said that because there's mostly Mexicans are the chefs at Olive Garden.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, I went in figure drawing. I'm not skipping over your comments from earlier regarding our main event topic. I have them starred so we can go over that later on. I got into The Sopranos many years after it aired, said Zombie Box Reviews. Hail Rugo Better, one of our long-standing channel members who we rarely get to see in a stream. Good to see you, Rugo. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the support.
Oh, yeah.
Papa says Fazoli's Chicken Alfredo doubles as drywall paste. Yeah, I can confirm. So the 15 best quotes. Anything from Paulie, man. Tony Sirico. Tony Sirico is fucking fantastic on that show. And the thing is, the guy was a real mafioso.
Yep.
Which lends credence to his mannerisms. I don't know. Do you guys ever watch like Cineranter or Pure Kino? If you're a Sopranos fan, they're great channels. But one of them, I think it was Cineranter. I can't remember if it was him or Kino, did a breakdown of why Paulie always kept his hands in front of him. And that was because how are you going to be at the ready if your hands are behind your back? You're standing with your hands in your pockets. Somebody runs up on you, you got to have your hands ready. And that's why Tony Sirico that was something he brought to the role, that he wanted it to be more realistic.
Yep. And by the way, when I did meet him, I mean, the guy naturally he's just fucking hilarious. He was kind of running a distraction so that no one could see Gandolfini coming up the side. And it was him and your favorite Michael Imperioli. And the two of them, they were putting on kind of like a show for the people who were there because they were on set filming basically. On location, not on set, on location by a cemetery. And so he was signing. They were signing autographs and stuff. And he tells this 20-year-old broad, he goes, "Turn around and bend over. I know you hear this all the time." So he could. That's where he was signing all the posters and shit.
Oh damn!
I'm like, wow, this guy. Yeah, he's always on.
Jesus. So we'll just skip right over Paige and her mask.
He's not acting. That's just him.
So, Vinny, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna let you read this because you can do this, buddy. You go ahead and read this.
Tom, you're only as good as your last envelope. It's Silvio.
And look at it though from the perspective of like your street level guys, not your capos or anything, but your soldiers. Yeah, what you're bringing in. How's your envelope? You ain't shit if your envelope ain't full. You know. I mean, you're not getting any respect. They're going to be pissed, and you got to fucking play catch up, and that's the last thing you want to do. Yep. But yeah, I like Van Zant's performance as Silvio. I really did. I always liked Silvio. He was just so fucking greasy. I don't know.
When he went to Lilyhammer, that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Lilyhammer. Did you hear the theory that Lilyhammer is like his coma dream from when he got shot in The Sopranos?
Oh, that's the fans did.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
it works. It's fine that way.
Oh, this right here, the Pine Barrens episode with Imperioli and Sirico in the woods. This guy was an interior decorator. He killed 16 Czechoslovakians. He goes there. He's like, his apartment looked like shit.
Yeah. This was the first episode I saw, and I thought it was a comedy legit. I thought this was just, I'm like, all right, it's another funny mafia show. And then the more I watched, I'm like, this ain't a fucking comedy. But every time he came on screen, Paulie Walnuts, I was like, oh shit, yeah, there he is again. He's the reason why I watched the show.
Oh, he was, yeah. This episode is fantastic. It really is. They're sitting in the van, fucking freezing to death, eating ketchup and relish packets.
Yeah.
That's literally the only thing they have to fucking eat.
Yeah, because they got lost in the woods.
Yep, chasing that fucker. Paulie lost one of his shoes.
That was awesome.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, that shit was fucking phenomenal. And what? How do you pronounce? Is it Dominic? Is it Shiantz? Junior.
The old man here? Junior?
Yeah, Uncle June.
I got to see how it's spelled.
It's CHIANIANSSE, I think. I'll have to look it up. But he's the only one. He's still alive, and he looks better now than he did on the fucking show, and he's almost like 90.
The guy's got like records and stuff too. He sings and plays guitar and shit, or the mandolin, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard him on a podcast a couple years back. I'm like, what the, dude? I couldn't believe it. Yeah, unbelievable.
Hang on, we're gonna star this one too because when did Az go on this rant? If anybody has a clip of that, if anybody can find one, we'll need that. I didn't have time to really go through that and dig through the weeds of all this situation, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. The first season of Fargo was good since says JB. I liked the first. I think I watched the first 2 seasons of Fargo.
Yeah, I liked them too.
I didn't mind it. It was good.
Yeah.
I like Kirsten Dunst and her husband's dynamic, but that's not Sopranos. But he never had the makings of a varsity athlete. I remember this when they were sitting there at dinner, and he basically disses Tony. Junior is funny too because Junior was basically a surrogate father figure to Tony.
Yeah. And
them two always butted heads. Mm-hmm. And then I remember in the 6th season, Junior fucking shoots Tony. But
but he still got along better with him than his own mother.
I know, right?
He did. Olivia was a fucking psychopath. What's up, horny Alf?
What's up, man?
Alf, if you can find the link, just DM it to me if you could. Here's our boy right here, man. Here's our boy, fucking Phil Leotardo in this. Oh my God, he's this. What's the actor's name? Frank Vincent. This guy is so good at just making you your skin crawl when he's on screen.
Yeah.
He's the guy from Breaking Bad, isn't he?
Was he? I've never watched.
In
I
the
watched
series.
the
There's a
that's-
different guy. Or I'm thinking somebody
That's a
else.
different guy. It's a totally different guy.
The angle makes it look like him.
Yeah. This dude, he was actually, I think, one of the mafia people as well. He had connections and shit.
Was he?
Yeah.
Good.
He was actually friends with Joe Pesci as well, and Pesci's got connections.
All right. Dude. It gives their performance just that much more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
It's like Arlie Ermy in Full Metal Jacket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Him actually being a drill sergeant was what
Yep.
made that such a memorable performance.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He just tapped into himself. And this dude was hilarious too. Last night we were watching the Wise Guys movie. He was in that as well.
Yep. Yeah, he was betting on everything. Him and the
Yeah.
Fixer. Them two, I was going back and forth. Fucking
That was
Lou
awesome.
Albano. Oh my god.
Dude.
I was
A
hearing that
treasure.
shit in my sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Horny Alf. Oh, wait. Are the connections teenage? Kevin Spacey.
Uh-oh. No.
Yeah. Yeah. We were talking about that zombie box. Tony Sirico. Tony Sirico. Yeah, he was he was a legit mobster. I've seen the first season of Breaking Bad, Horny Alf. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna the wife and I
Get
were
back
talking
into
about
it. Yeah.
we were gonna go back and rewatch it. Hail Parrot Head. But you sat through Batwoman. Yeah, because Batwoman got my channel a shitload of subscribers and a lot of views. Because back then I was doing the misery shit. I don't
learn.
Yep. I don't review that shit anymore though, really. I mean, look at, I did
Just get back to A-list shit and we're good.
When you sit there at the end of the day and you feel like you've got to cry yourself to sleep while tossing off because of how bad you feel after doing those kind of reviews, maybe you need to rethink it and say it's not worth it.
Right.
But the thing is, like, when I was doing those, like that show, because of why I had to cover it, because it was on a legit bet, and I said I'll fucking do it, and it turned out to be kind of fun in a masochistic way. Because it was like just fun, dude, because I got to tear that show to shreds and people enjoyed it. It was fun to make up the jokes and the gifs and all that shit for it. I enjoyed doing that. But then it came to like I reviewed Prodigal Son, which I fucking loved and nobody cared. Nobody watched those. I fucking loved that show. I was like, Jesus, this show's fucking fantastic. And yeah, nobody cared. So it was like, but then I quit. I the She-Hulk thing, did it, 3-4 episodes, four episodes, I think. And I was like, done. Gotham Knights, 4 episodes, done. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. What up, Soul Assassin? Hail. Good to see you, brother. What did Tina say?
Hey.
I thought it was Chicago Italian saying, let me tell you a couple, 2-3 things. That is 2-3 things. That's on here. That's on here. That is on here. Well. I know you guys enjoyed those. That's the thing, is like people legit enjoyed the reviews. So it's like, hey, it was worth doing like I said, 83 Batwoman videos. But yeah, let me tell you a couple 3 things. Phil Leotardo. Yeah, he was remember he was the one that killed Vito because Vito was blowing that security guard. And they said there's like a lot of speculation I've seen that he was actually, repressing the gayness in himself. That's why he hated Vito so much. Was because Phil was in prison. And that's funny. Speaking of which, remember when Uncle June gets his hand stuck in the sink and Richie runs in there from the other room and greases his arm up to pull it out? Right after he gets out of prison, it's like, ooh, that's not a good look, Richie.
Oh shit!
That's not a good look. Hail, another monster.
Son.
Hail.
Yeah, what's his name? Sharipa, the fat dude.
Steve Sharippa, yeah.
Yeah, I met him too.
Is he actually like a nice guy?
He's okay, but he does have a lot of phoniness about him. He was running a lot of shit over in Vegas. He worked, I think, in one of the casinos or something.
Okay.
Like one of the nightclubs or some shit. He was running something around there, but like he is a people person.
chatted with him a bit. Had his book as well. Like, he gave me a copy signed. We were at met him at a bookstore and somewhere else. Yeah, he's okay. He's an alright guy.
Because I saw him on, what was it? He used to do that like on Spike TV. He was on one of the shows on there all the time. And I don't know, he always seemed like he would be kind of personable. You know, like some people you don't get that impression from on TV,
Right.
like it doesn't come across. But like him, he always seemed like he had kind of like a warmth about him. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I would definitely say that. Yeah. There's still like you could see kind of like a little bit of the bullshit because of the Hollywood stuff, but
yeah,
but he's still he does have a genuine kind of streak to him as well. Like you could tell when it's someone from the neighborhood who made it rather than someone who's just been, in Hollywood like all their lives.
Okay, all right. Because I watch him. He's on Blue Bloods too.
Okay.
He's on there too. So, and yes, another monster. Hail, welcome, and you are correct, sir.
Well, that's not the case here.
Because
That's just a car.
there you go. There you go. There's your grace. All right, let me pull that up, Parrot Head. But let's scroll down here to the next one, which is of course this is a good episode. This is the one right here. This is the college episode. This is like one of the most pivotal episodes in the entire series because the network fought David Chase to not have Tony kill the rat. I can't.
Big Pussy?
No. The guy, Tony and Meadow were on the college visit. They stopped at like a gas station and he saw this guy. Petrulio was his last name. He had turned snitch and he was living upstate and running like a travel agency out of the woods in a trailer.
Yeah. I do remember that now.
Fabian Petrulio. That's his name. And yeah, so Tony leaves Meadow and goes and tracks him down and waits for him and like fucking chokes him with a wire, like a piece of like not like wire but like cord cable like around his neck, like that plastic coated shit. And like he's bagging, and the network was like they didn't want, because he's the main character, and they thought that the audience would turn on him because he was like really the first anti-hero to be a lead. I mean, it was so that was a big thing. And and they're in the car ride and Meadow just comes right out and asks him, Dad, even the mafia. But it was funny because at first he's like, no. And then he kind of, what's he say? He says, I make some of my money from waste management. He's like, everybody automatically assumes you're mobbed up. And then he finally, he just admits it to her, which is kind of funny. Hail, Tehillim 29, shalom. He says, shalom, and good to see you all.
What's
good
up?
To see you, Tehillim. Good to see you. Wait. So is The Sopranos a drama comedy? It's not. It's a drama, but there are some moments that are. I said Coolio. No, Petrulio, not Patchouli. It's a gangster's paradise, Tom.
Don't be a bigot.
We've been standing most our lives living in a gangster's paradise, Tom. Wait, Papa says no one cares what he says, but you can't be part of a group that's constantly called man babies and upload a video of yourself throwing a tantrum and looking like an actual man baby. He's talking about Az.
Oh, okay.
I remember watching a mob documentary and the officers said they would hear actual mobsters talking about The Sopranos. That show is big. Well, yeah, a couple like guys would call, like they made anonymous calls and they were like, hey, they wouldn't do that, or they wouldn't do this.
Yep.
And it's like, you take that advice and this is a good. I'm like King Midas in reverse. Everything I touch turns to shit.
Yeah, that was a funny one.
Yep.
In there.
It was so funny.
It's on
like,
HBO Max, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
I might have to watch through it then.
Yep. Yeah.
They have this and that other mobster show, Boardwalk Empire.
Yep.
I've heard good things about that too.
Yeah, that one I want to get back into. I was like the first episode.
Shimmy in that one?
Yeah, Steve Buscemi's like the lead. We got 26 people watching. Smack that like button for us out there. Do me a solid. If you're not subbed, subscribe. Here we go. Tomorrow,
Smack that shit like you're mad, like Az is about a video game. Smack that ass.
Tomorrow, I can be on time, but you'll be stupid forever. Ralph to Paulie. That fucking line was hilarious.
Yeah, that was good.
That shit was funny. Jesus, those two, like, like, part of Sirico knew it was a work, but just that fucking made man, and it was probably like, you motherfucker, like, that, like, you could see it in his face. Like, I mean, the guy's he was a great fucking actor, God rest his soul. Yeah. But I mean, it's like, deep down, just because of his background, it was like he's got to tell himself it's just a fucking work. It's just a work.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pull his wig off and shove it down his throat.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, but yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. We got Louis Brazzi sleeps with the fishes. Wait, Louis Brazzi sleeps with the fishes.
Louis
Brazzi. Tone, why ain't I made, Tone? Because you don't even know the name of Luca Brazzi, you fucking.
Mm-hmm. I'm proud to be here on the day of your daughter's wedding. Yeah.
Yeah. Luca Brazzi, like one of the most violent fucking characters in the novelization. Like, how many fucking people he had to call him off basically from like killing everybody.
Yeah. He was his main enforcer, fucking.
Yeah.
He was like your Iceman there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let somebody who's gonna pronounce this properly read number 7 here.
Kes?
Yes. Answering machine broken. Artie and everybody hurts. Remember, this is when Artie goes to try to fight that guy Jean-Philippe, and Artie gets his fucking ass beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking. Artie was fucking funny. I remember when he tried to shoot Tony. Carmella, we've got guns here. Edie Falco. Edie Falco.
So annoying.
I know.
Couldn't
God,
stand
I was like,
her.
Jesus. I couldn't blame Tony for having Gumars. I really couldn't with her. Thank you, Horny Alf. We're getting to that next. And while we're doing this, before we go over this next one here, let me play one of my Ralphies for you here. I got right here. Here's of course, probably his best one of the entire series.
Speaking of 98 pounds, I hear Jenny Sachs getting a 95-pound mold taken off her ass.
That joke basically got him killed. Well, that and a couple other things Ralph did. But they remember, Johnny Sachs wanted to put a fucking hit on him, and Tony says Armand Desante. God damn it, Keely Chow.
Frankie,
where's the not okay gif? Adon doesn't wear shorts. Carmine Lubertazzi Sr. for all debts, public and private. Remember that? He's talking about the barbecue out at Tony's house, and he's like, Adon doesn't wear shorts because Johnny Sack told him. I think it was Johnny Sack told him he was wearing shorts because they're up by the pool. Yeah, Adon doesn't show his legs. Tony was so taken aback by that line too.
Yeah.
Oh. This one, take it easy. We're not making a Western here. He's taught Mikey Palmise. I was so, oh my God. Okay. So when Tony beat his ass and then stapled his fucking shit to him with that staple gun, that was fucking hilarious. Mikey was an idiot. Oh my God. That character was so fucking annoying. Great the actor obviously did his job, but I mean, the character was just like, ugh.
It's amazing how much of this shit I just don't remember or blacked out.
Here's some standard operating procedures. Stay away from Tony Soprano, Patsy, and Amour Fool. Yeah, this is when he, Gloria. Yeah, he was threatening Gloria that Tony's one Gumar there. Like this one. Who do you think you are, the Minister of Propaganda? That was fucking Carmella's dad.
Yeah.
Those two were fucking. They were just as annoying as Carmella.
Mm-hmm.
And number one, of course, Richie Aprile. That nose is like a natural canopy. I feel personally attacked here with this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I feel. He's talking about Christopher, of course, Michael Imperioli.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's being a bigot, making fun of Christopher's fucking beak. Oh.
Dance, Spider, dance.
Richie was such a piece of shit too. Like Richie was an absolute piece of shit in that
Right.
show. It was funny because Janice fucking shot and killed him. You know, but I mean, who the fuck has sex with Janice Soprano anyway?
Yeah, that's gross.
Jesus. Well,
That was his
and
sister,
Ralphie
right?
was. Yeah, I remember Ralphie was fucking her too.
Oh yeah. Oh man, yeah, that was retarded.
Yep. It was
Absolutely
something about that
retarded.
April crew. They all fucked Janice.
Yeah, it was gross.
But and
Tony's
here's
sister was a whore.
she's a fucking whore. Here's my favorite Ralphie bit, which I've had to edit down for copyright reasons, but here it is right here.
How else am I going to take care of you when you're 9 months pregnant?
You serious?
Of course I'm serious. We'll get a little house. I know that guy who's a mortgage broker.
Really? Ralphie, I love you.
I love you too, baby. If it's a boy, we'll name him after me. If it's a girl, we'll name her Tracy after you. This way she can grow up to be a cocksucking slob, just like her mother. Are you out of your fucking mind?
and for reasons I'm not going to show him just annihilating her. We've all seen it. That was a brutal fucking scene.
Yeah,
and,
it was.
that's going to wrap up our Sopranos talk. I know everybody's been wait. Oh shit. Was The Sopranos a spaghetti western? No, but for the amount of fucking times Tony referenced Gary Cooper, whatever happened to Gary Cooper, the strong silent type, you know?
Oh shit.
$10 super chat. Thank you, JB. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Channel member JB for a $10 super chat. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. We have to do it. It's Monday. We will release the Loja.
And I'm not drinking it.
Who would you believe?
Robert Loja? Calcium.
Will beat you like a Cherokee drum.
Try some new Minute Maid orange tangerine. It's got calcium.
Then I'm not drinking it.
Oh no, it's sweet. You'll like it.
I don't believe you.
Well, then who would you believe?
I don't know, Robert Loja? Whoa, Robert Loja!
Billy, your mother's right. New Minute Maid orange tangerine tastes great. It's got as much calcium as milk.
If you say so, Mr. Loja.
Yeah.
This is great.
Enjoy your breakfast.
New Minute Maid orange tangerine with calcium.
Yeah.
Try some new Minute Maid orange tangerine.
Billy, your mother's right.
Do not go gentle into that good night.
Then I'm not drinking it. This is great. If you say so.
Darn it, wait. Well, you don't have to wait any longer, folks. It is main event time, so here we go.
Copyrights making me do this.
All right, here we are. We're gonna watch this video. We'll watch Az's rant. I wanna go through this real quick here. I'm gonna look at Figure Drawings comments. So this is a lot of this rage, I guess, is built up because Az apparently was attracted to somebody he didn't know was a transformer.
So a trap.
It was a trap. It's a trap.
Yep.
So
he got trapped by someone.
Yep. It's a successful bait and switch.
Yeah.
Had a big worm on the hook.
It's like what are those snapping turtles? The alligator snapping turtle
Yeah.
that uses its
Little
tongue as
tongue
a
wiggle.
worm. Yeah.
What have you been doing late at night, Draven? I'm a little bit worried.
Except when you get close to it, it bites it off.
Yeah.
I'm concerned. But let's see. Well, who rubber banded there?
I think that was CJP.
Is that me again?
Okay. I think it was.
Might
All
have
right. So Figure Drawing says he didn't know the person was trans, and his own panel bros mocked him for it later. It's all in that video. Heels wishes the trans person led with pronouns in that case, LOL. For context, Heels was attracted to a trans woman from the She-Hulk show. You can see it here as his crying game moment over She-Hulk's trans friend. All right. So We'll watch this. We'll watch this video now.
I just want to say something to you, Bethesda. Just want to say a little something. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off. Fuck that.
This is pronoun
Bethesda.
rant.
There is nothing I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC, fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself, think, oh my God, just think of this world, just think of all the planets I can visit, all the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the fights, all the relationships, all the people I meet, all the places I go. I'm so excited to go there. And you know, I love nothing more than, with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring!
Where's the lie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't see past our own fucking reflection! That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Western Game Company! Fuck your immersion. Fuck you having a good time. Fuck you falling into a world and just getting lost. No, no, no. Current fucking day. Fuck off. You're boring. You're fucking dull. You have nothing to say. You are a one-hived mind twat waffle. That's all you fucking are. And you wonder why people are getting so fucking sick and tired. You take everything we love, all our immersions, all our fantasies, all our escapism, and you just can't help shovel your dog shit, fucking crap ideology into everything, every single solitary fucking thing.
This isn't even an online game. This is a single player game.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no multiplayer in this.
All right, so there was his rant right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, okay.
Well, when did he talk about falling for a trap?
Yeah,
that's what I'm.
That's what they want to say because they want to, basically take anything he said.
Oh.
CJ's rubber banding again.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
You know what? I'll tell you what, though. I don't think the guy is totally wrong. And everything that he's saying, he's making a lot of good points. But once again, he's part of that same group that goes out and buys this kind of shit and then plays it, knowing exactly what he's going to get. And you know that he's going to go right back to the well again and get absolutely misery tubed all over the place, watching shit or playing shit that he knows is going to have the agenda in it. So, I'm sorry,
here's the thing,
he makes a point, but he kind of did it to himself.
Well, here's the thing is he wasn't playing a purchase game. He was playing the early access. And the people that did pre-purchase this game for early access, because that's one of the main ways you can get it, but you can also get it if you're a YouTuber or whatever. Apparently, a lot of the people are fucking fed up with Bugfesta. They're like, look, it's one thing to put your pronoun shit in the fucking game, but your game can't even freaking stack up because it's bug ridden and shit. And I watched Endymion play through a lot of it. He's another YouTuber, and it's fucking terrible, dude. Like the props all look like Unity assets, like those those like games you can get on Steam for like $2. Like they all look like asset flips. Like, and this is a game that's, 2023, and then meanwhile, you can go play on the Super NES Wing Commander from freaking 1990 or whatever, and you get a better experience.
Well, and Chris, and once again, it's not to downplay anything he says. I agree with a lot of stuff he's saying. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But once again, these guys, especially these guys that are playing these type of games, they know in advance what the fuck is going to be in these games. And yet they keep buying them anyway, and then sit there and act surprised that all this shit is in there. You know it's going to be in there. We knew
what Rockstar was going to do with the next GTA game that they were putting out.
Yeah, it's
we
why
knew in advance. And like me personally, I love the old GTA games. I would not buy that new shit. I wouldn't take it if somebody handed it to me for free because I knew what was going to be in there.
That's what makes Az's rant so poignant, in my opinion. That the rage and stuff is, for a minute there, pretend he's not the one that's saying it. Pretend I'm the one that's saying it, okay? Because I would say everything he just said, except for twat waffle. That's a uniquely British invention. But like, he's fucking serious. Like, I haven't bought, like, the newest game I bought was Tears of the Kingdom, and I was kind of disappointed by it because it was basically Breath of the Wild 1.5, but like with nuts and bolts thrown in. But like, most modern games now, dude, I'm not looking forward to anything. And this is a guy that's been a gamer since the 2600. So if I haven't like amassed a emulation, library of Congress, essentially, I have no desire to buy anything new. And everything that he said is exactly why I don't want to buy anything anymore. And then they're like, oh, it's just pronouns. Pronouns have existed since the birth of language. No, listed pronouns have not. I have never had to guess if the dude that's sitting across from me was a guy or not, or if that was a chick. And yeah, granted, this dude fell for a trap. We shouldn't have to worry about falling for traps now. We live in such a sick society now where you see a chick and you're like, does that have a penis? Like, was that born?
Where do we go from there, Chris? Do we wind up asking people for their birth certificates when we meet up?
Yeah, exactly. I want to take a DNA test before. Yeah, like seriously, like it's like fucking stir crazy, or like the abuse, like when you finally snap, like. It's so sick now. We've let the Overton window move for so many years of like, oh, it's just that. It's just that. It's just, we're now at the point where like, oh, it's just pronouns. Just let it slide, bro. It's nothing. It's just a feminine penis, Tone. Suck it, don't be a bigot. It's nothing.
Tom, don't do that, Tom.
Don't be a fucking bigot, Tom.
Go down to the local Walmart and get yourself a twat waffle.
Yeah, I mean, I totally understand Tommy's point about he's like, this guy's a fucking parasite in the sense that he bitches and complains of exactly how we feel, but at the same time, he's feeding the machine. If you bought this fucking game, dude, you basically said that whatever bitch you have doesn't matter because you just fed the machine and that's all they care about.
And again, this is someone who was burned with the Last of Us 2 as well. I know he's one of the ones that, again, I like Az for the most part, but yeah, when I keep seeing the same bullshit from most of these YouTubers, that's what sucks. That's it. You do keep fucking falling into it. And they all use the same excuse, the content for their streams and shit. Listen, when you hit a certain number, you cross this threshold, you're going to have people watching no matter what. So you don't have to continue to support shitty projects so you could rant about them. You could talk about the shit that you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's plenty of it out there.
There was a reason I came with that term misery tubers, and it was because of people doing that kind of shit. Right. They're not talking about the shit they love at any freaking level whatsoever. I mean, how many of those same people went on and on and on for months about Cobra Kai? How many of them went on and on and on about Sound of Freedom or anything else that they might have liked? No, they spent all that time and energy talking about the shit that they can't stand. That once again, like you pointed out, Chris, they paid for it. Yep. They paid for it. They fed the damn machine. And when you're doing that, you are actually shooting yourself in the foot because the same thing you're trying to decry is the same thing that you're help keeping around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly it.
Yep. Yeah, money is the only color or green is the only color that matters in business, and ideology means nothing. It's all about money.
Yeah.
I beg to differ on that one because of ESG.
Yeah, that is true. But the money then becomes the coerced theft. Taxpayers' money essentially. We're being forced to pay for shit that we don't agree with or we don't want.
Yep.
Oh, I agree with parts of his rant. I do. Yeah. But it's the way he conveys the message. Like I've had those times where I've went off the handle, and that's the thing is like I don't have 280,000 or how many subscribers he has. I don't know. I don't follow Az anymore on YouTube. I used to, but I don't anymore. And I got tired of it after a while, like I don't listen to many of the big YouTubers anymore in our sphere. I don't. If I listen to a bigger YouTuber, it's horror stories or like I said, it's something specifically focused on one movie or series or genre. But he did make some good points with his rant, but it's the fact, just how you convey the message given the size of your platform. If you want to do that, I mean, deliver it. I mean, you can hit it with a sledgehammer, yeah. But should you is the question, because like you said, like Vinny said, there's going to be people watching either way, and they're gonna criticize you either way. So the best you can do is just hope that fucking you can do it clear and concise in a manner that it'll open up a discourse. Whereas now Hasan Piker is on fucking Twitter saying that he needs to be lobotomized.
What is a Hasan Piker anyway?
He's the spoiled rich champagne socialist nephew of Chunk Uger from the Young Turks.
Yes.
That wacko leftist thing. It's
The
funny because I
horse
think I think Anna Kasparian's starting to get a little red-pilled, and it's absolutely hilarious how people are turning on her. It's like, welcome to the Enlightenment, sister. And all of a sudden, they're like, all these people that were once avid fans of her are shitting on her. And I'm like, just because she's like, that's how you know who a true friend is somebody that can stick around after they disagree with you.
You know, I want to say one thing real quick. I really do appreciate a lot of these people in the chat because they get it. I'm watching their comments. They absolutely understand where we're coming from. They can see right through this bullshit, because that's exactly what it is. It's bullshit.
And Tony makes a good point. He says because I want to where'd Frankie's comment? A lot of people are acting up to the camera, and then Tony says, and you're right as well, Frankie knows these people are faker than rubber dog shit from Hong Kong.
Yep.
That's it too.
And bought a lot cheaper.
Well, that's how they make their dude. That's how they make their channel, though. It's rage bait. It's all about what is the current thing? What's the current thing, and then shit all over it, and then move on to the next thing. And what's funny is when they run out of subject material, they turn on each other and then start attacking each other.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And you see it in every one of these clicks, and it happens.
I said some bodybuilder guy. He called out some shit like that too, but I think it was about something else. Where he goes, you have grown men on streams talking about other grown men, crying about it and talking shit on one another. He goes, he calls them blowjobbers. And he goes, yeah, because it's all a bundle of stick stuff right there. You know, it's do your own fucking thing. Who gives a shit? All they do is cry for drama and attention.
Well, and it works though. Like that's the problem. Like you know what I mean? It's like if the behavior elicits profit, then they'll keep doing it. It's kind of like the weird NPC shit we saw on TikTok, which is basically what we're seeing here to the nth degree. You know, the ice cream, yum yum. Like it's
crunchy
so
corn.
Yeah, like it's so brain dead and stupid, but they're getting rewarded for it financially. If this guy's channel lost all of its money because people were like, shut the fuck up about whining about stupid games, show us some of the cool stuff again, and like he started losing subs and started losing money, then he would change his course. But he's not, because it's the audience. The audience is feeding him. People are giving him super chats. People do and it's across the board. And I hate picking on ads because it's not just him. It's an entire industry on YouTube right now.
Of course.
It's funny too, because with the gaming and stuff, everybody was like bitching and complaining about I don't know if it was this or another one, and then like I turn and I see everybody fucking playing it, and I'm like, wait a second, and I'm like, what? Why are you guys playing this? You guys were just bitching about this game.
Like the bear fucking scene, remember? Like everybody had
that's
the
what it
bear
was.
fucking
Baldur's
scene.
Gate. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate. I'm like, you guys were all bitching about how fucking weird and creepy and stupid this shit is, and like,
but secretly
something. But now you're all playing it and you're like praising it and loving it. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because secretly they all want to have sex with bears. And when I say bears, I mean like those gay hairy guys.
Oh no!
It's like the bear fucker from
Super Troopers.
Super Troopers, yeah.
Figure makes a good point. He says if Heels was really bear fucker.
Yeah, actually, figure drawing brings up a really good point. It reminds me of something that James Rolfe did when they bastardized that Ghostbusters remake and they put a feminist crap on it. He basically said, "I'm sorry, I'm not reviewing it. I'm not going to go see it. I'm not giving it my attention. So anybody that keeps asking me about reviewing it because he's a big 80s movie fan, he's like, I'm sorry, this one is not going to be." And they attacked him for it. But at the end of the day, he was right. He didn't give him money. He still hasn't seen it. It's like, I don't want to give an opinion on it. And that's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at all the misery tubers that sat there, and the first thing that they latched onto when their freaking misery was freaking Star Wars. And every last one of them decried about how bad those movies were, yet they kept going back. Kept going back over and over again. I checked out after the first one because I seen what direction it was going in. And that's what you should do. You should show apathy to these franchises that you don't like. Because if they don't have the revenue, they're going to have to correct course at some point. I mean, look at some of these companies that have gone completely down the toilet now, and they are scrambling to find ways to course correct now.
Yep.
Here we go right here. Figure drawing. I got the clip. Here it is right here. This is Az's crying game moment. All right. Are we ready for this one? Here we go.
So she turns up at the wedding, and the bride's got a nice rack. That's
the trans.
Episode. Did that get the episode a point?
No.
No.
No. Because I'll tell you why. Because I have actually thought this out. I'm not even joking. Because Jamila comes on later, and she's got some goods. And I was just like, oh, do I give it a point for Jamilia's jubblies and the bride's jubblies? And I can't give tit points.
Oh, how very
Then I'm gonna be
short.
just giving tit points throughout the season, and it's gonna have this. No. So I'm like, I'm sorry, breasts. You can't score. You can't score.
Good job.
I know. I thought so. I had to put my foot down, and it was hard. It was a hard decision because she got a nice rack.
And the woman that they actually had playing the girl that was getting married, she's actually trans. And I don't know if people knew that.
I just thought she was
Look at Az's face.
She had a nice rack.
Hey, the one scene. It's a trap. When the two women started arguing and he jumped out of the window, that was the only scene I could identify with.
I identified with that so much.
That's why before you even say anything, you look that shit up.
She dated.
Oh my god.
That was
Oh my
awesome.
god.
Even if he's like,
shit.
I said she had a nice rack.
What up, Joseph Santos? We don't want to stare at those tits that were on the screen
No.
last. We don't want to look at those. We don't want to look at those. I mean, as he's just sitting back right now. Just
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Oh man, but I mean, it is a legitimate, it's like when some of these traps do look pretty convincing, and he saw big tits and he's like, I like the tits, and all of a sudden, dude, those tits came with a dick. Oh, and it sucks that we have to worry, we now have to have our metal detectors on 24/7, when we're crossing open fields.
You know what you look for? You look for the vulture from Bugs Bunny with the big Adam's apple. Just every time.
Yeah, it just sucks that has been that perverse, weird shit has been normalized to the point where it's all walking around. Do you guys remember Crocodile Dundee? Mick, I've been trying to tell you, she's a guy. Wait, what? And then he's like, hey, she's a Sheila. And he grabs her bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces
Ash
are
should
unit.
Ash should avoid going to Thailand.
Oh, fuck.
Nice tits and balls, says Frankie.
Speaking of this situation, that's
He's got 3 sets of bumps.
That's like a guy at my work. I showed him Blair White or whatever, And he's like, wow, she's really hot. And I'm like, yeah, that's a dude.
You just, at that point, you just look at him
What
and
are
you're
you,
like,
gay?
Did you send
Now-
that
now
link
I-
over to Az as well?
Oh no!
Every time I show him a hot chick, he's like, is that a dude?
Yeah, and that's what sucks is we now have this like that veneer that like in the that dread of like, is that an attract, like, is this a perversion or is this a real person? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not. I mean, they're both real people, but it's like one of them is clearly, deceptive here. Like that's not real. And it sucks that we have to now decode that. We have to put up our, like our antenna, our metal detectors, and be like, is that a real woman or is that a man? Yeah, like, and it's because it sucks. Because wasn't it like last week or whatever? We were just we had that article about the guy that got arrested in Israel for rape by deception.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Wouldn't that mean that every transformer like is basically guilty of that?
Yes.
Very much so.
Yeah, like you're not.
If you're
I'm
using
sorry,
that
you're not
logic,
real.
then
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they show you documentation up front and you're still cool with it and you're Eddie Murphy, I mean, hey.
Yeah. Here's the thing: is there are people that are into that stuff. There are people that it doesn't matter. Clear. Like Blair White's got a freaking loving boyfriend. But like, personally, if you're not upfront with that at the start, you are deceiving people. You are not. You are a lying piece of shit.
I'm just
that's a zero for me, dog.
Yeah, you're catfishing at that point.
Yeah, you're not being authentic. You are being a liar.
Let's see. Here, let's watch a little. Should we watch a little more of the roast here?
Yes.
Let's watch a little more of the roast.
Oh my God! It was so.
That's why she was so obsessed with She-Hulk's actual boobs.
Fucking timeline.
I do too.
Hey, Az, you didn't fucking jerk off to her, did you?
He did. He did.
I thought about it.
Wow.
All right. I'm just getting flashbacks to the Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura.
I'm a transgender woman, and as a trans person, it's hard to articulate exactly how I feel. But I guess if I had to describe it, I'd
Oh, this is great.
I know about the crying.
That's why you always look up these actresses and shit first.
Oh
Holy
my God.
shit.
At least he was a good sport about it, dude. At least that was fucking.
He
hilarious.
usually is. I mean,
He had to own that one.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was.
He had he had no choice.
That's why I always
He had
ask
no
him to show me the
choice.
cunt facts.
I see you got you did some work. You got some work done back in '93. What's going on?
It's like,
that
hey,
chest
is that
total.
is that a man or a woman?
Weird. It's Hollywood, baby.
Oh, that was a fish.
Oh,
That's a hammerhead shark.
That was a literal catch.
Yes. Thank you, Figure Dog, for sharing that.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Oh my God!
After that one, you needed that clip. I'm going home to sleep with my wife.
Though it's really Rich or Ryan making fun of that, from getting his dick sucked through a popcorn tin,
Yeah. Oh yeah, you mean popcorn bucket lips?
Yeah.
Oh
exactly.
no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Bird chest. Ryan Kennel.
Bucket lips, and bird chest.
and you know who's waiting in the wings to tell him he's not affiliated.
We still have the Geeks and Gamers logo. I just want to say that I really, we talked about this, and we're really not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers as far as I'm concerned.
We talked about.
As far as I'm concerned,
we talked about this.
We talked about this. See, right here, CJ knows.
Oh, I love it.
It just has a it has a clit dingo.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I can see on this report there was some major front end damage. What happened there, lady?
You know how they tell you to flip it and turn
And some
that
rear
thing
end
inside
damage
out?
too.
Needed a new exhaust manifold.
When it was
We've got some definitely not original manufacturer parts on this one.
That shit is not Mopar.
Yep.
Yeah, that
aftermarket.
I was gonna say that intake is not a clean intake manifold right there, boys. That is not a fucking clean intake manifold. I am not checking that. I am not checking the tailpipe. Nope. That's exactly what they want.
Yep.
Yeah, before they fired up the accelerator, we didn't have to worry about a penis surprise because Pursuing Paranormal says we never had to worry about woman wieners prior to Endgame. That's a feminine penis, Cody. Don't you be no fucking bigot over there, Cody.
This was our
Harambe penis.
Not wrong.
You got it. Yep, it was Harambe. Harambe was the gates holding the fucking barbarians at bay, and he died, and now we're suffering for our.
So it was Harambe. It was a collider. What else was it?
Yeah,
When they snapped everybody back, all the chicks came back with dicks.
That's what happens when you make the frogs gay.
We never fucking hear about a masculine gash.
Listen, the only way to find out is you got to ask her what brand of shampoo she's using. Is it gash and shoulders?
I'm just telling you, if you meet up with a girl and she says she's safe for like the South Beach or Atkins diet, you should probably turn around and run away.
I don't know, JB. I'm not sure if it's carb certified. Oh my god. Yeah, you got this is what are our biggest worries, nuclear war, famine, pestilence, plagues, and feminine penis. That's the fucking
It's nitrous in the water. Look, it's making the frogs gay.
That is one of the plagues too, frogs.
Yep.
There's only two
You're
things.
right. Frogs are a plague from New Jersey.
Nuclear war. What's the other
wrong.
thing?
Nope.
Trannies, circus folk, nomads, smell like cabbage, small hands.
Austin Powers.
Hold on to your lug nuts. It's time for an overhaul.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, they're like, I think you should really give this whole feminine penis thing a try. You're being a bigot, and we're all just sitting back going,
what you think.
Yeah. Just like I had Oprah.
See, no, that's definitely if it's a trap, it's got to be a manual transmission because there's a stick involved, Alf.
Yeah.
As.
At that moment, Az just wanted to turn to John Cena. She can't see me. She sure.
He's back too.
Who's back? What?
He's back.
John Cena's back. Yeah, for the next couple months.
Back where?
Into the Fed.
Oh.
Yeah. Somebody made a meme of it. It was like, I guess he refed a match or something. And it just showed the ref outfit and everything else was invisible.
Oh no.
And they're like, where's the ref at?
Can't see me.
That's beautiful.
Bing, 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 bong. Bing, 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 bong.
Bing, bong, bong, bong.
Bing, ching,
She,
ching, chong.
Enforcer.
I still like the kitchen in the dungeon.
I know. I haven't had any super. Well, I can't have super chats on YouTube yet, but I'm Rumble. If anyone wants to send them, I'll be playing that again.
We got this one too.
Let the rock tell you in Chinese.
Uh-oh.
Chinese? Ding bong ding dong, his stone cold aye.
Look, I'm going to imitate Az. I'm plowing away on She-Hulk. Oh no, she has a cock and balls. I'm still not stopping.
Oh no.
They got Vinny.
I said I'm imitating Az.
Right, there it is. There it is.
Oh god. I wish he was a racer in Mario Kart. Damn it.
He's not.
I used to be. I used to be.
I don't
fucking
think so.
Wario all the time.
Yeah, Wario's
And now.
Oh, is he? Or
Yeah,
not
he is.
Wario?
Yeah,
Waluigi.
because I used to play as Wario all the time.
Waluigi, I mean.
Yeah, there's no Waluigi.
Yeah, there's no Waluigi.
He's in Double Dash, I think, but I don't think he's in any of the newer ones.
I thought he's in Kart.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it was a race. One of them was fucking bothering the shit of me. He had the purple shirt.
No, you know what it is? I think Waluigi isn't in Smash.
There it is.
Wait, look at this. Az has got a new movie. Az goes to Sleepaway Camp. That's going to be Sleepaway Camp 5.
Sleepaway Az.
Listen, he has to be the world's greatest detective. He needs to spot Adam's apples. Fake.
Yeah, I meant Waluigi.
Oh yeah, and dongs.
Zombie box reviews. Dwayne the Walk Johnson.
Oh no.
Is that CJ rubber banding again?
Yeah, it sounded almost like Chinese music.
See? Yeah, Tony says Wario is in Kart.
Yeah, I went Waluigi.
Waluigi.
I
about
still find it
Waluigi?
funny. I'm working with Telegram Internet, and somehow I'm still better than CJP right now. Somehow.
No, CJP's just got a messed up modem. Something's busted
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah. Are you all right? Now I know we were making fun of Star Wars. I want to make fun of this because this is hilarious. I love Han Solo, great character. Harrison Ford was fucking awesome. Wait, hang on.
Yeah, Waluigi's in it.
Figure
right?
Wait, figure Hassan versus Heels. Hassan is legit 6'4", and Heels is probably a gay dwarf who tried out for Snow White and failed.
Oh God. Yeah, but Hassan has never been in a real fight in his life. Remember when what's his face called him out and he fucking ran like a little bitch?
Oh yeah, was that
Sam
fight?
Hyde?
He was like,
Sam Hyde, I'm going to kill. Yeah, and he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Is Hassan the one that wanted to have sex with animals?
No, that's his
Probably.
uncle, Chunk Yuger, Chunk Yuger.
What a
from
bunch of
the
weird
fucking
fucking names.
Well, dude, they call
Yeah.
themselves the freaking Young Turks. Do you know what the Young Turks
Mhm.
were?
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Armenian
Armenians.
genocide.
Yeah, PBD
Genocide.
said that. He explained that.
As a
Yeah.
Jew, I'm well aware of what happened to the Armenians because they use that as a blueprint for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I'm not a big fan of people calling themselves that.
Oh wait, look, Tony. Wait, where's it at? Chank Wiggler.
Speaking of wigglers.
Yeah, Hassan knows he'd get wrecked by real fighters. He gives props to real fighters a lot. That's that he wasn't gonna fucking say he whoop ass. He's in pretty good shape, Piker. Like he's not a small guy. Like he's put together. I mean, if he's fighting somebody like Az, who is just morbidly obese and out of shape, I mean, that ain't gonna be much of a fight. Az ain't no butterbean. He's not swinging fucking, cinder
He's
block.
been losing some weight.
Yeah, he's been hitting the
Yeah,
gym
good,
a lot.
it's good for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just saying, dude, if you stack these two up next to each other, it ain't a fight. I mean, if we're all things
Sounds like it's a
being
buffet if they're stacked.
and this is the main event.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
I
who
don't
the
know.
guy is.
Yeah, dude, that dude
Yeah.
looks like he would as is dumpy, but he's got cubic inches. He's got mass to him. All he has to do is tip
Yep.
over on Hassan. Oh,
Yeah.
like look at the guy. Like,
Yeah, but
he looks a
Yeah,
feminine.
but if he's tipping over on his shins, that ain't gonna help him much.
That's true. I don't know how tall Az is. If Az is like Hungy's height,
I don't think
yeah,
he's-
good luck.
I don't think he's 6'4".
Yeah, but once you're 6 feet, 6'4", you got reach, but that's about it.
Yeah.
If you don't know
I
how to
mean-
throw a punch, get in close and snap him like a twig.
You watch that. Well, I've seen that in the NBA. Watch fucking 6'8", 6'7", 220-pound Carmelo Anthony throw a punch like this with his fucking cock back.
My
like
God.
that. Yeah, I was like,
Holy shit.
somebody pull this motherfucker's card right the fuck now. That 6'7" motherfucker is a bitch. Like, oh my God. Now I say that, and if anybody remembers Malice at the Palace, when the Pacers and the Pistons got into it, and a bunch of the fucking, I remember these two little chubby Mexican dudes, one of them come out on the floor, he's wearing like a Rasheed Wallace jersey. He gets out there and squares up with, I think it was Ron Artest. Artest goes like this, goes, wham, fucking laid him out. I mean, Artest is like 6'8", 6'9", probably about 235. This dude was probably all of like 5'8", about 200 pounds. I mean, it was like, oh my God. Steven Jackson's running up in the fucking stands because they were throwing beer at the Pacers at the Palace. That was a big to-do, man. But yeah, that was Malice at the Palace. That was like the last great NBA brawl that I remember. That was back in the early 2000s. I was still watching hoops then. But speaking of that, we're going to make fun of some Star Wars. We're going to make fun of Han Solo getting lectured by a Gungan, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So let me roll the footage here. Let's see it. Misa, roll the footage.
I loved it. That was fantastic. I bang Carrie Fisher. Continue your story.
Here we are right here. So Lucasfilm, after they killed Han Solo in The Force Awakens, they just lectured him on racism in Daniel Jose Older's Star Wars Last Shot novel.
Oh God.
Wow. Yeah, because he was racist. His best friend was fucking Lando.
Right.
No, his best friend was a Wookiee.
Well, one of his other best friends.
Trans-species love fest. He held the camera. I'm not a bigot. I think Tone is.
Tone's out there fucking deflecting against that feminine penis again. I told you. You can't keep doing that.
Speedbag in it.
Told you can't fucking do that, Tone. I'm gonna be sharing. We'll share memes between this and Box Office Breakdown because I've got memes from Parrot Head and I got some from Manliness and Motivation. So we'll be sharing those in between, folks. I haven't forgot. I got you guys and gals out there. And there's nothing else. There's it. Just two guys and gals. Bob Sapp had a fight with some little Asian guy, and when Sapp hit him, the Asian flew across the ring. Bob Sapp was a fucking monster. Big Bob Sapp, everyone remembers him. He died, I think. But that guy was like, I mean, thick. He was like the black Scott Norton. That's how he was built. You know, the wrestler Scott Norton.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly what he reminded me of. So yeah, Han Solo gets lectured. Is Daniel Jose Older? Back when I was still doing some of the Star Wars coverage a couple of years ago, they had the High Republic shit, and this guy was one of the High Republic authors. And here's a great shot. How does Han feel about this? Harrison, how do you feel about this when they lightsabered you through the gut? Now knowing that that's not fatal, you can come back from that. You can come back from a lightsaber to the gut, apparently.
Yeah,
you gotta be a woman.
Felt like a warm hug. Yeah, those laser sword thingamajiggies. They're nothing. They're like those, those pens that you have and the cat chases them all around the house. Yeah, that's what it felt like. It's no, not in the eye. And then my son, he drove it in. Hey, I banged his mom. Remember that.
Okay.
God damn it.
I forgot my medication again. Remember, boycott Indiana Jones 7. It's coming out in 2025, along with the, Kathleen Kennedy. They said they shot her in the head, or I mean, she got fired. Yeah.
So
Tuesday.
So I have a question right here, real quick. So it says that open airlock policy is the one that shared excerpts from this. Does that mean that Mr. EU himself bought this book to show the excerpts?
Ooh,
no idea.
I don't know. If he looked him up online or if he bought the book. That's a good question.
Sell out. Phony. Fake.
I need that gif. This guy's a phony. He's a big fat phony.
Hey everybody.
Look at phony lives here.
Holy shit.
But
This
so
is
yeah,
terrible,
this is
dude.
Yeah. This is the cry. Upon seeing he's going to be interacting with a Gungan, Solo takes the lead, telling Chewbacca and a character named Peepka, "I'll handle this."
This just came out.
No, this came out 2018.
Oh.
Which I don't know how it popped into the newsfeed now. I just thought it'd be funny to fucking kind of riff on this because this is the dialogue. Han then proceeds to address the Gungan as the Gungans address each other, as seen in The Phantom Menace. Solo states, "Greetings, Misa." Solo is quickly cut off and lectured by Aero, who tells him, "Let me just stop you right there, buddy. I'm saving you the trouble of further embarrassing yourself with all the Misa Bantha Poodoo. Just don't."
What the?
Well, I think that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. Misa thinks this story is Misa ridiculous. You know, it's Misa Musa. Hey, Misa, we just went into a Walmart and we stole this shit ton of Misas.
Yeah.
It was great.
Our neighborhood was nice until all the Misas moved in.
I'm just drinking. Misa is drinking Ripple with me. We just. No, it's not Black Kid with the missing teeth. What, did you have a visit with Harvey Weinstein?
Jesus.
Misa's that word.
Misa like purple drink. God damn it.
Fuck this. I'm going back to Wakanda, bitches.
The biggest badass in the entire Geeks and Gamers crew is maybe Anna. Everyone else can get swirlies. Probably.
She's another. She's a phony fuck through and through. I thought you people knew that.
She's a
Don't
rat.
be a simp. Hashtag Misa said don't be a simp.
God damn it.
What's up, Tone?
I don't know.
Misa joined the party?
I'm looking for a fucking clip to play, and I don't know.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
That's what's going.
Nice.
That
Purple
was
drank
Anna
watermelon
from
salad.
G&G.
Oh my god. I got watermelon up in the refrigerator. That actually sounds good right now.
Yeah, you're gonna make some chilled watermelon soup later.
I was thinking about it.
Misa was reading a book, a cookbook from Disney, and Misa said Wakanda has that recipe.
Mm-hmm. He's culture appropriating it.
Oh, go ahead, Tone.
I was just gonna say to Manliness's comment, I would too. Kind of why I want her on Horror Island.
Right? Papa says Jar Jar Binks is arguably the most pivotal character in the entire Star Wars saga.
Yeah.
In a way, he is. He's not wrong.
He really is. He gave.
Yes.
He.
Yep.
Yeah, he's basically responsible for Palpatine getting his emergency powers initially.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really Dark Plagueis.
That's
I knew it. That fucking bundle of stick Misas. He's a piece of shit. And we lost a lot of good people because of that Misa.
Well, you know what pisses me off? To take Ahmed Best, Disney does, and in the virtue signal, bring him back as a Jedi or whatever. Like, we're actually doing you right kind of move. And it's like, well, I'm fucking sorry I casted this dude to be in what was projected to be probably the biggest movie in fucking 20 years at least. Like, it was a big deal. Like, they're making new Star Wars movies, and you get cast for that. And fucking George Lucas had a lot of love for that character. He thought it was going to go over huge with the kids, and ended up not doing so. But it's like he had great intentions for Ahmed Best. It's like, you want to fucking virtue signal Disney, get Jake Lloyd in there, motherfuckers.
Oh, God, that poor kid.
Yep.
Yeah, he almost drove him to self-deletion.
That's because he's white.
Yeah, that's it is.
Well, was that young Anakin?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, when Lucas was doing a lot of the breakdowns of what made Star Wars so much fun for a lot of people, one of the things was the comedy duo aspect of R2 and 3PO. So when he started doing the newer movies, he thought, well, I want to add another comedy element into it. In steps Jar Jar.
Yeah, and Jar Jar wasn't funny.
Yeah, it just didn't pan out the way he thought it would.
Well, that's comedy for you. Like you either hit or you miss. There's no gray area.
I liked Watto. I thought he was funnier than.
Yes, I could identify with Watto. For some reason, he reminds me of a certain type of people.
I was right about to say one of my favorite memes. I gotta look for it now. It's one of those animated like sketches, like Stone Toss or whatever. And like the Jewish movie producers are giving George Lucas shit over the original trilogy. So then it like flash forwards to the future and he's at his fucking typewriter like a Chad. He's all fucking ripped. He's got a cigar in his mouth and girls around typing. And then the next scene is fucking Watto. Basically showing that's where he got his inspiration from it. Like,
well, what about the Japanese guys for the Trade Federation? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the Nemodians?
Yeah.
There are two of
But
them
it's like,
now.
What's he supposed to do? Like come up with entirely new accents and cultures, and you know he's
well. That's he never did, dude. If you notice, like, so if you can speak Spanish, you'll be horrified when Wicket first meets Princess Leia. He's speaking Spanish. He calls her a chocha.
Nice. You know, Layla had a nice chocha. Jake Lloyd is still alive, another monster, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, he just tried to off himself, but
he just had a very, very difficult life.
Yeah, the his buddy there, Lando's co-pilot at the end of what is it? Of Empire Strikes Back? No, of Return of the Jedi. When they blew up the second Death Star or whatever it was, they
oh
yeah,
yeah,
I can't. He's actually speaking a legit like Southeast Asian language. Yeah, like all. In fact, the Huttese or whatever has I think Thai or Myanmar or some weird like Asian thing to it too. Like that's why it sounds authentic when they're talking. You're like, wow, that does sound kind of like a legit language. Like because he's using like really obscure languages. And unfortunately, when we got to the prequels, he was just like, yes, we will have racial stereotype number 1.
Guys. Late breaking news from your good pal, Hans Cock. George, I'm sad to say, has always been a racist. Even though he's married to a black woman, he gets off on making fun of minorities. It's true. We were by the water cooler once, and he turns to me and he says,
hey, I got this great joke. In Asian, George Lucas, that's me, and our good buddy Steven Spielberg walk into a bar, and the bartender says, I forgot the punchline. But you know what? We're going to put more Asian folks in Star Wars. What do you think, Hans Cock?
And I said, I think you're drunk as fuck, and there was no punchline, you little shit. And then I told him, I told you I should have died already.
And he goes, just because of that, I'm going to leave you alive forever. In about 40 years, you'll come back and then make a lot of money on a really shitty franchise, and then you'll off yourself.
And I said, sounds like a deal. How many planes do I get in the process?
Jesus.
As many as you can crash.
The ramblings of Hans Cock. I'm 90, bitches. Leave me alone.
Papa
heard
Cotton
about
says,
oh, sorry.
Oh, I was saying, Papa Cotton says the best Star Wars character Disney came up with is Babu Frick, and I can attest.
Right?
There you
know
go.
who voiced that, right?
That guy was cool as fuck.
Their Asian intention, you know, like getting more Asians or whatever for diversity and stuff, blew up in their face colossally. Because these dumbasses are so racist that they're like, yeah, we got one Oriental in the film. What make, you know, let's get an Oriental in there. They're all the same. And because they're trying to placate to, you know, the Chinese markets or whatever. First mistake is they got Moses himself in there. Freaking what's his face? God, why am I spacing this? Who's the black
Charlton
dude?
Heston?
The black dude in the sequels.
You said Moses, sorry.
He was
John
Moses from Attack.
Boyega.
Yeah, Boyega.
Yeah,
Boyega. Who would have been a freaking badass Kyle Katarn kind of surrogate, you know?
Mr. Big Deal.
Dude, he
But-
was
but
the
like-
most interesting part at
Yes.
first.
Yeah, but instead they got the Rose Tico character in there. Well, Rose Tico isn't Chinese, so you just tried to placate to the Chinese market by putting in like a Vietnamese chick.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna. Yeah, that's a good rule of thumb. Speaking as an Asian, a good rule of thumb is every Asian group hates every other Asian group over in Southeast Asia.
Well, like, and I was saying this a few weeks ago too. I don't know who's seen the Meg 2 yet, but I mean, it's no secret that and the first movie had a lot of Chinese money behind it. But that's kind of the difference. Like, you watch what Chris is just talking about with Rose Tico and shit, and you watch Shang-Chi, where Shang-Chi's sister is like, huh, you're weak, brother. You've spent too much time in America. And, like, they keep taking shots at the United States. Then you turn on the Meg 2, and this is supposedly Chinese propaganda, and you've got Jason Statham banging all kinds of hot Chinese chicks. And like, there's even a black dude in there, and they fucking made him a badass in part 2. But like, this is their propaganda: is everybody's living together in harmony. Which maybe they're full of shit, maybe they're not, but it's a lot more enjoyable to watch than some random Disney princess calling you a fucking plantation owner.
Well, the problem though is what we're looking at is post-communist conquest propaganda with the Chinese stuff, and Marxist deconstruction or pre-communist conquest propaganda in America. Like, what we're seeing is everything's being destroyed. Sorry.
Why would they want us to see that though in the Meg 2 when supposedly what they want us to see is on like TikTok with, you know, yummy yummy hot dog and I don't know my gender, and like, why would they?
Well,
don't forget
because they're
crunchy
not
corn.
selling. Well, they're not selling to just the American markets. Like, in fact, most films aren't made for Americans anymore. They're made for like all those Fast and the Furious movies. Those dumb as shit action explosions. Look at the pretty people. That's for Chinese markets. That's all that is. So
I love those
the
movies.
movies they're making are for Chinese markets, and if they just happen to be released over in the United States, it's inconsequential. So sure, they could have put like an embargo and be like, no, we're not going to show this overseas. But dude, they're still making money. You know, as communist as Chinese is, or the CCP is, like, they still understand the strengths of capitalism, which is incredibly scary when you merge the capitalistic money profit driven stuff with communism, a totalitarian regime. It's like the ultimate in like fascism 2.0.
It's the deformity.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, that's the difference. Because I watch a lot of Korean drama, and I watch a lot of like the Seogyeok, the period pieces and stuff. And there is a lot of like communist propaganda in there. And you watch it, and there's nothing in there that's attacking Korea. You know, you're watching it, and like there's a lot of like xenophobia, like a lot of attacking the outsiders and all that stuff. But like, if you were to compare that to American media, where the enemy is within because they've weaponized our media to demoralize us, like, you can see a very distinct difference between the conquered and the pre-conquered, or the we're trying to conquer you shit. You know, and the we're trying to conquer you shit it's full of like, you should hate yourself, your country is terrible, white people are bad, or the ethnic majority of your country is bad, you know.
Ours is way more dangerous though, like the enemy within shit. Like, it's way more dangerous.
Misa,
I totally agree.
Misa's bringing up Kathleen Kennedy. You're right.
Yeah, like, well, look at that. What we have on the screen right now. They're talking about. So Han Solo, who has been an established, lovable scoundrel character, he's beloved by all fans. You know, if you ask the majority of Star Wars fans before the prequels and the probably even after the prequels, who their favorite character was, the majority of them would probably say Han Solo, maybe Luke Skywalker. You know, but like, he's an American institution. He's an American, like a cultural icon.
Fucking icon. You're right.
Yeah, and then. Like, but now you're looking at how they're emasculating him. They're deconstructing him. They're making him look like a retard. They're like, let me just stop you right there. How dare you assume I speak like a Gungan because I look, smell, act, and sound like a Gungan? Like, that's literally what they're saying on the screen. You thought you should have asked, Why do I need to ask? You look like a stupid piece of shit, so I talk to you like a stupid piece of shit.
Motherfucker, I could speak Wookiee. I think I could speak Misa from Harlem.
Exactly.
Holy fuck! Oh my god!
Oh god.
Somebody just did a spit take.
Oh shit.
But it's so infuriating when it's like, how dare you? It's like, dude, stereotypes exist for a reason. You should be upset with the people perpetuating your stereotype, not the people that are assuming it. Don't give them a reason to assume it.
You guys need your taxes done?
Don't assume
Thank
just
you,
because I'm Jewish.
Damn it, Paul Gruber.
Yeah.
that I'm an accountant or
Yeah.
a lawyer.
Oh,
What
we
do you
make
do for a
excellent
living?
doctors.
What do you do for a living? Corporate accounting. God damn it.
How dare you assume I'm an accountant? What do you do? I'm an actuary.
Well, here's the sad aspect of this for a lot of people that consider themselves Star Wars fans, because I know quite a few people that they will only watch the movies or they will only watch the shows. They won't read any of the media stuff, so they don't realize the stuff they're doing behind the scenes with a lot of these characters and just trying to further destroy them. So what they see on the screen, they might think it's moderate at best. So they just don't need to see the crap, and they, once again, they're part of the same problem. They feed the machine because they don't know what they're doing behind the scenes with a lot of these novelizations and everything else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I address figure drawings comment real quick?
This one right here?
Yeah, like I just want to I feel you, but I think Walmart, and not trying to make any excuses or anything, but I think they're more of corporatists, more than what most people mean when they talk about capitalism and the free market and the voluntary exchange of goods and services. Number one, I don't think certain companies really should be getting that big where they're putting small business out of business. That's not healthy for our society as a whole. But then my problem with the unions is number one, Manliness and Motivation said they're very politically corrupt. And they're not necessarily always fighting for what's in these modern days. They're not necessarily always fighting for what's best for their workers, but just on a more personal level, I was in the painters union for a while. If I'm talking to a carpenter buddy and he drops his hammer, instead of me picking it up, here you go, bro. It's well, that ain't my job. That ain't my job. I kind of don't like that aspect of union. How, God forbid you did something nice for somebody. They can get you in trouble and shit, Or showing up to work with a Walmart bag with your lunch in it or something. They're you're betraying the cause. It's I don't know, dude. It was in my counter. I was probably 3 years old, motherfucker. Just I don't know, the whole mindset around unions is just a little weird. Not that we didn't need them. There was a time when people were getting maimed and guess you don't work here anymore. There's definitely a time and place for them, but fuck, everything else, it's just corrupted now.
Yeah, I'm in one, and it's almost useless.
I've been in two. No, I was gonna say, have a great night.
Sorry,
Zombie box gonna bounce. Have a great night. Thanks for joining us as always. Appreciate it. Have a good one, man. Go ahead, Tone. Sorry.
I was just gonna say it's the same way as Walmart's been able to corrupt capitalism to a certain extent. Or at least mutated into corporatism. But
it's not capitalism at that point. The moment you get the government involved and the government has all these kickbacks and tax subsidies and all that shit, like you're no longer we were all obsessed with stopping the marriage of the church and the state, that nobody bothered to think about the marriage of the corporations and the state.
Yeah.
And that's what's happened now. Like Walmart is not a capitalistic institution. I'm sorry, it's not. It may have the facade of one, but when the government backs it, have you ever heard of the dead peasant clause that's employed at Walmart?
No.
They actually so what they do is they'll take out basically insurance on their employees without life insurance on their employees without them knowing. And it's tax subsidized too, by the way, so we're paying for this. They take out these life insurance plans on their employees, and when their employees die, they collect the life insurance from them. And they have found that when their projected market or their projections for that year's profits or whatever were down, they're like, oh, not enough people are dying. They start cutting back the medical insurance and the health insurance.
No wonder why they hire like senior citizens to be door greeters.
Yeah.
And shit. Like
That's by design. And normally, if that was like a shitty business, like and it wasn't tied to any government things, it didn't have special government powers or whatever, we could be like, fuck that company, and we'll go start another one. And the reason why I'm really pissed off about people equating that to capitalism is when we see things like when Andrew Torba tried to start up Gab in the face of Facebook and Twitter pulling their shit. Did you see what happened to that guy? That's not capitalism. That's the government stepping in. That's
fascism, man.
Yeah, they basically denied every web server host, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, all of these sites denied him the ability to set up his platform because they were all in cahoots with one another. They're all married. They're all part of the same corporate government bullshit. And he ended up trying to make his own like servers and stuff. He can't compete in the same market, and it's bullshit. That's not like capitalism is the idea of you are providing capital, a value to somebody else, and they will give you goods or money in exchange. That's all it is. And it's gotten to the point now where we got the government involved in it, and you can call it whatever you want, but that's not what capitalism is. And to blame capitalism for what's happening in our world right now is incredibly fucking naive.
Yeah. What we have is a bastardized version of it.
It's corporate fascism.
Yep.
And those companies, there's a list of these fucking companies that are protected, and they have all these bailouts and all these loans and everything else because they're using them for all this shit. They want people to not go to these brick and mortar stores anymore. They want to crash the fucking economy.
They sow discord. They create crime so that all of these mom and pop shops can't even freaking like they're like all their livelihoods and businesses are being destroyed in the West Coast and in blue cities. They have no recourse. It is heartbreaking watching like immigrant workers, like these like the Sikhs there. The remember the bodega guys with the stick beating up the future doctor who was brought in a freaking wheeled rubbish bin to steal from that shop. Or like the recent one with the Latinos where like they kicked this one savage Dindu out of their place, a big fat tub of shit running away without a shirt on. And it's like, because they know they can't rely on the government anymore to protect them because the government is intentionally designed to attack them.
Wasn't that Darth Maul's brother, Savage Dindu?
Was he also?
Motherfucker. Wait, here we go. My weekly dose of the Chris Fisk black pill.
I'm sorry. I hate ranting like this, but it's so frustrating when it's like,
no, it's
what would you prefer? Did you prefer to have the government take over? Like,
Yep.
No, it's a good like explanation as to what's going on because it is like capitalism was fine, and these people threw a bunch of wrenches and gum in the works and stopped everything up and put their fingers on scales and did everything they could do to fuck the system up. And then they turn around and say, see, it's the system. It's not our corruption destroying, it's the system itself. And just another point you made, sorry, it's off the subject, but the whole separation of church and state. They were busy trying to keep the church out of the state when our founding fathers created that to keep the state out of the church, because basically the same thing. When the state gets a hold of a church, it's the same thing as when
theocracy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's when corporations and state or anything else the state influences takes over and starts affecting people, becomes the authority.
Yeah.
That's how we get where we are today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you're having governments dictating to, like, you have the full weight of the law dictating you business things, like, oh, you said something wrong, well, now your bank account shut down. You have no recourse. You can't, like, you know, it's like that dude that got evicted from his apartment because somebody accidentally, you know, emptied the wrong apartment. When they were evicting his neighbor, they took all of his shit and threw it out. Like, he has no recourse. The law is against him, and the law is their government.
So to
Yeah,
tie
and
a
every-
nice
every-
bow on all this, fuck the sequel trilogy.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. We can concur that.
I could have said it better myself.
Yes.
Shares that sentiment.
Bunch of wigglers.
Well,
Somebody say Wiggler.
I could say I'm not.
It's the Wiggler. and in Mario Wonder, he even has a little green Wiggler.
Yeah.
He's a little baby Wiggler.
Prince Florian.
Speaking of absolute power and church and state,
I love democracy. I love the Republic. The power you give me, I will lay down when this crisis has abated.
One undisturbing fact: his father enjoyed urinating on younglings.
was that Younglings or Yinglings?
The beer?
Yeah.
Lisa, I'm trying to protect your channel still.
Oh, shit.
Misa,
no pee on the younglings.
Airplane. Excuse me, stewardess. I speak Misa.
Yeah, Turkey.
Was that Florence Henderson speaking Misa?
No, it was June Cleaver.
June Cleaver. The actress. Wasn't that the actress's name?
Barbara Billingsley?
Barbara Billingsley. Thank you.
I love it. America's most wholesome mom.
Florence Henderson then. I don't know.
Mrs. Brady?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
Mrs. Brady.
Mrs.
Yeah.
That would be even funnier, to be honest, if the Western Cornwater lady was the one that was speaking jive. Original food.
Let's put a bow on the evening with talk. Speaking of shite, we'll put a bow on it with the box office. We'll go through the top 5, and then I'll run through the bottom 5 real quick. But here we go, folks.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Diabetes.
And here we are over on Box Office Mojo. There was really nothing that was, I don't know, what came out this weekend?
Equalizer just came out.
Equalizer. That's
Yeah.
right, folks, because that was the Equalizer 3. Number one, 42,250,000, opening in 3,965 theaters. First week out of Columbia Pictures. This one took in a total of 68,350,000 worldwide. And this is the third installment. This is the go home.
I think they said it did better than it's the best opening they had for the 3 movies.
Okay, that's pretty good then.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is the
I'm
real
gonna see it
Equalizer.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a friend of mine
Let's
saw
see
it.
it.
He said it was absolutely amazing.
Nice.
Nice. Number 2, Barbie, 13,125,000. 7th week out of Warner Brothers. This one is at $1,383,909,254. Thank you to the entire Friday Night Tights group for subsidizing a large portion of this movie and Ben
Misa.
Shapiro, the Ben Shapiro Show.
Suck my balls, Misa.
No, well, it shows that the power of branding is, unstoppable. Like, this movie could be absolute shit. I'm not going to see it. But
No.
clearly, people saw it because they're like, oh, Barbie, that's a well-known brand.
Yeah, and that's it. It's brand recognition.
Yeah, sponsored
Like I
by
said,
Tampax and Man Ponds.
Yep. Number 3, Blue Beetle. Its 3rd week, 9,235,000. This one finally crawled across the $100 million mark, 104,239,052. They're still losing a shitload of money.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But it's like around 160 million to make this fucking piece of shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's pretty much screwed, what's his face, Sholo, or Zolo, or however you pronounce his first name.
Zolo Maraduenas.
Yeah, like...
Bless you.
It sucks because it's like I love Miguel in Cobra Kai, and I was
Yeah.
really rooting for this. And since this movie bombed, they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's box office poison. We're not gonna hire that little Mexican boy."
It literally
You know?
made its budget back.
Oh
no, it didn't.
104
way.
million USD is what I'm seeing for the.
Yeah, they're lying. This movie cost
There's no
between
way.
150 to 160.
Plus marketing.
Plus marketing. Yeah.
Marketing and
reshoots as
distribution.
well.
They say it needs to make 208 million to recover the cost and break even.
Oh
Yeah.
dude, it sucks because
Yep.
this guy's career was just starting off, and now,
Uh-huh.
he's box office poison.
Yeah, now he's hit. So that one,
Yeah.
thanks
but,
for.
But you know
thanks
what?
for-
With all the bombs that DC's having,
Yep.
it's not him, and I think a lot of people are going to fight for him on that end.
I hope so.
Yeah, I
And-
think that'll happen because they're going to see that the numbers are going to skyrocket with like the final season of Cobra Kai. It's going to be
Yeah.
the final season, right?
Yeah, like that show did a good job of making you, root for him. Like
Yep.
he's a good
Mm-hmm.
underdog.
Right.
Dude, I love
And
all the
we-
characters in that show.
We saw him at the panel back in Cincinnati at Horror Hound, and he honestly seemed like a very chill, very cool, down to earth guy. Like honestly, him and I really like the kid that played the younger version of Kreese, and of course,
Same.
the man Martin Kreese himself was fucking dude was great. But yeah, it was fun listening to him talk. You can tell he has an enthusiasm for it. So it was. I'm disheartened that it's not going to make any money, but I mean they didn't put him in a position to succeed either.
No,
Well,
same
you
thing.
know what? You know what? Another monster brings up a good point, and a lot of people always forget about that too. The theater's cut.
Yep.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. There's gonna be they're losing a massive amount of money on this shit movie, and it sucks. Like I said, like you guys said, for him because that can damage his brand.
Yeah.
Number 4, Gran Turismo. Its second week, 8.5 million. This one it has raced to $80 million worldwide, 80,971,000 to be exact. Yeah, I don't know what the budget was on this one, but I mean, I don't know. I'll probably check it out. Why not?
Well, it's based
Why
on the
not?
story.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
just based on the video game, but it's like, no, it's based on
Same.
the kid who played the
Same.
video game.
Yeah.
I'll wait till streaming.
Yeah, he became a real driver.
Yep. Oppenheimer, number 5. I can't wait for Oppenheimer 2. But yeah, Oppenheimer.
Guess what? I'm in it. I played the second bomb. Oh, wait. That was Indiana Jones 5.
I was going to say that was Indy 5.
Is Oppenheimer
It's already
2
out.
when World War III happens?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
They reincarnate Oppenheimer, and he has to come back and create a new weapon.
It's Oppenheimer Returns, and they're bringing the Death Star back.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer 2, Oppenheimer.
He like
Wait.
part of his face is like the Terminator.
So wait, when it started, like, shouldn't the first one, like, now they're gonna make a sequel? The first one will now, the first one will be Oppenheimer: A New Hope, and then the second one will be Oppenheimer Strikes Back, and then Return of the Oppenheimers, the third one, right? Then we've got the prequels of Phantom Oppenheimer.
Well,
Attack of the Oppenheimer.
wasn't the third one Oppenheimers Never Die?
Live free, die Oppenheimer.
It's all true. I found out what the plot is, and it's epic. You guys are gonna love it. It centers around pee-pee tapes.
Oh no!
Fucking, it's Oppenheimer Quinn, or
Oh, God.
Oppenheimers of Prey, and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Oppenheimer Quinn.
How did they think that was a good title for a movie?
They didn't. That's why they changed it. Like after the first week, it was in theaters.
Yeah, they completely. What the hell?
That's
A lot.
hilarious.
Oppenheimer 2: Nuclear Boogaloo.
Starring Boogaloo Shrimp.
I want Oppenheimer Hills Cop.
You know what? Killy, that is not a bad one.
What? This movie bombed in Japan. Oppenheimer and Oppenheimer.
Yeah, Oppenheimer.
Two Oppenheimer, Too Furious.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And this, you got to be of a certain age to get this one. Oppenheimer versus Oppenheimer.
Yes.
Kramer versus Kramer.
Dude, well, Oppenheimer makes great popcorn. Oh, wait.
I just
Or
want a good
Oppenheimer?
buddy comedy with, like, you know, kind of like a Deadpool. What is it, Colossus? Kind of fucking like, yeah, except Oppenheimer and Ted Kaczynski. So
Well, they could have used Albert Einstein. Could have, you know,
The Uninuker.
could have used him as his buddy cop.
Oppenheimer's
Hero on a violin.
The Passion of the Oppenheimer.
Jeez. Oppenheimer's list. He's just running around, clicking a pen, writing people's names on a list.
Yeah.
Like
Death
Jericho.
But seriously, I can't wait for the Oppenheimer the Divine Secrets of the Oppenheimer Sisterhood.
The traveling Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer in space.
Oh, God.
Nobody the
Now that
sequel
we've
Spaceballs. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer the musical. The kids love it.
Oppenheimer the T-shirt. Oppenheimer the flamethrower. The kids love that one. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Figure drawing. Mary Poppenheimer.
Yes. Spoonful of sugar.
Hey, I banged her. Remember Leia when she did that in space? Yeah. Man.
Another monster. When Oppenheimer's attack.
Yes. Oh.
This would be a good circus. The Oppenheimer Brothers circus.
What about Super?
Boom.
No, what about Super
Oppenheimer does Dallas.
It's just a giant bullet bill.
Attack of the 50-foot Oppenheimer.
Guys, I just Oppenheimered in my pants.
Oh no.
Godzilla. Oppenheimer's in the hood.
The Netflix version where there's like a genius black kid who creates a nuke in his Crenshaw apartment or whatever with his mom.
Don't be a
Activity
menace to
Oppenheimer.
Don't be a menace to Oppenheimer while drinking your juice in the hood.
And he nukes Fresno.
Yeah.
And this goes back to one of Tony's favorite series. They're going to have young Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Tales
Yahoo
from the
serious?
Oppenheimer. Oh my God. And Susan Sarandon.
Did you guys hear that like the Indiana Jones in the Dial of Feminism or whatever the hell it is. It's already out on physical media. It was a summer movie, and it's already out on physical media in the summer.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I saw Ninja Turtles was on digital already. Like, holy fuck, that just came out.
That's a
I
bomb
was
and a half.
I was gonna go see Over the Oppenheimer last weekend, but fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is playing. I'm like, nope, not going to watch that. But
Tommy's got me thinking. Tommy's got me thinking about young Oppenheimer now. Like he's, like Leave It to Beaver's age, creating weapons of mass destruction in his fucking basement, and the mom's like, "Oh, Oppenheimer."
Yeah.
Everyone claps and we go to an Ovaltine commercial.
Drink your juice, Billy.
Figure drawing says the new TMNT is good.
Oh,
what?
Apparently, figure drawing thinks the new TMNT is
Well,
good.
Regardless whether it was good, whether it wasn't, like that's a crazy ass turnaround time to be available on digital already. It's like Jesus.
Yep.
It's been weeks.
I'll check it out on. Trey wants to watch it, so once it's on streaming, if it's on a service I have, I'll check it out that way.
Well, there was one other movie that came out earlier this year that they had a very quick turnaround onto digital format in the stores, and that was freaking Clerks 3. it was out. It was out in digital format in weeks.
Dude, I have no Clerks 2, I mean, it wasn't bad for a comedy movie, but it just didn't feel like Clerks. Like, the first one was gritty and black and white.
Yeah,
and
loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one was kind of like a bigger production. It was like, just didn't feel like Clerks.
No.
Oppenheimer Elite Wrestling.
All Elite Oppenheimer?
Goddamn.
The owner, Tony Oppenheimer.
Did they they fire Einstein?
No, they fired the bomb.
No.
Yeah, they fired the bomb, and when everybody was booing in the crowd, he just sat down and sulked and nuked. He'd hit the plunger to nuke everybody.
Yeah. He's like, "Take this, you bastards!"
The fans called Tony Oppenheimer a pussy.
Yeah.
Tony Oppenheimer.
Never felt so scared for my life.
I was scared. Yeah, they said Tony, we were talking about earlier. Brock Lesnar threw a fucking monitor at Vince McMahon when Vince was in his 70s, and Tony Khan's in his 30s, and he's scared to see CM Punk choking little bitch ass Jack Perry.
Look, I saw a post on Facebook earlier, one of the wrestling pages or whatever that's on Punk's side. They wrote kind of, I guess, an analogy and anecdotal situation. They're like, it's 1999. Jack Perry's in his third year in WWE. And he's going to wrestle like the Godfather for the Intercontinental title in the first match, but during the match, he whatever. They had they had an issue, and then it was supposedly resolved. Then Jack Perry goes out on TV and talks shit about glass. Talking shit to CM Punk's face. That's what the story. It's like he goes out there, starts talking shit on camera about the Undertaker, and then they get backstage, and Undertaker punches him in the side of the fucking head, or at least wrestler's court. That's how it would have went down in 1999, and it wouldn't have been a big fucking deal. Vince would have laughed it off, and. I don't know. That's just kind of how it is.
Yeah, I seen the same thing. I thought that was a good one.
Yeah, and then people were in the comment section. The intellectual wrestling fans were in the comment section saying, well, he couldn't have been the third year in WWE. He was born in 1997.
Yeah, because of the fucking dumbass mark.
Oh, my.
They were too stupid to realize it was a fucking analogy.
Those marks are retarded.
What's an analogy?
Yeah, exactly.
I heard
They're
anal.
I heard. That's what I was just gonna say. I heard anal. They're like, do I have to eat ass for a craft beer? Sorry.
For real though, what was crossing the line back then was fucking stabbing Bruiser Brody in a shower in Puerto Rico. That was fucking crossing the line.
Yep.
But I mean, we've told stories before about people, including Sonny, Mark Henry getting shit in their sandwich. Arn Anderson and Sid going at it with a pair of fucking scissors. shit happens, and you have these people like, well, there is no place for violence in professional wrestling. Like, are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, what is wrestling?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they
are.
Dude, no, they should have Moxley say that. Have Moxley say that after a blood match where he's got a fucking skewer sticking out of his head.
Yeah.
But professional wrestling isn't a place for violence.
Which again, that literally happened. He had a skewer sticking out of his fucking head.
Yeah, that spot was fucking dumb.
And that, folks, is your top 5 at the box office this weekend.
Yeah.
But no propeller foot.
Yep. It's gonna be
Oppenheimer
Brody's
the
quest with
propeller foot.
I can't wait for the Silver Dome, brother, and Oppenheimer Mania 3 when I put Andre the Giant over the top in the body slam, brother.
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
You guys can't fight here. This is the war room. Well, yeah, that whole thing though about Punk and fighting back, and this wrestling is no place for fighting or violence. It's like I said, and I told you this earlier, Tony. But like, you know, back in the locker room, like I said, if we had one of our guys, you know, our superstar, our world champion, gets into a fight with some fucking jobber back, this motherfucking jobber, it's like, yeah, you go the fuck home, go. You don't draw any money. You draw money. Don't do that again. But you're still working.
Mm-hmm.
You've been
Tony
warned.
Khan is
Don't
literally
do it again.
Darth Helmet when he's playing with his fucking dolls.
Yeah, I didn't see you playing with your dolls.
Yeah.
Sir.
Knock next time.
And by playing with his dolls, it means he's having sex with Ricky Starks again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, and I think Tony Khan having sex with Ricky Starks is where we'll end it for the night, ladies and gentlemen. That's that. Yeah, that. Well, to put a bow on it, Tony Khan. That image in your head, him just ball banging Ricky Starks with Ricky Starks wearing his backless fucking blouse he wore to the ring. I will say this: as much as we bag on Ricky Starks, he can wrestle. He's got a presence. He does. I mean, he may be, you know, but I mean, he does have a place there. Not in the world title picture, but a solid mid-card guy. I can say that honestly.
Oppenheimer
I don't like him.
3, the Ricky Starks story.
AEW doesn't know how to make stars. You have people like MJF, who he did most of the heavy lifting to get where he's at today.
Yeah.
Like, they need to learn how to create interesting characters, you know, because I'm not a big fan of Ricky Starks, but in the right role, in the right position, and not saying the Fed fucks this up all the time. But I still think Wade Barrett was one of the biggest missed opportunities this century. But
Yep.
They need to start learning how to build these people, because honestly, I'm at the point I don't give a fuck if you can go in the ring. I don't care. Like, what else can you do?
Yes.
Some wrestlers have propeller feet.
Yep.
Action Dante Andretti the fifth.
Who here have seen Brody's Quest? I know Chris and Vinny have, but it should be Brody's Quest with the propeller foot going through all the different places.
Propeller and around the world.
Wait, look at this. Oppenheimer 4, The Quest for Pieces. Figure drawing Beverly Hills Coppenheimer. Oh God, thank you everybody. We appreciate you guys in the chat. Let me give a shout out to the channel members here. Let's see. Let me pull that up right now. And we have Scrambles the Death Dealer, Keely Chow, Tollbat, Brutal Morningwood, James Knox, Rugo Better, Sean Estep, Hicksville, JB, Bad Take Bojan, Nelson the Psychopath, Jason Holt, Kelly Was, Godzillionaire, Chris Wicks, Glinzer, monoTony, Mr. Grant Gregory, Judas Go Barbecue, AngelousDraven, Normie, Frog G, Tommy, the Guinea Pig Collective, and Manliness and Motivation. Thank you all. Thank you, JB, for the super chat this evening. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Tomorrow night, let's see. We've got what do we got going on tomorrow night? Who's got something going on tomorrow?
I
evening,
got
ladies and gentlemen?
All Out from this past Sunday. We'll watch that at 7 p.m. Eastern on my channel.
Oh yeah, that's the same time I'm going on tomorrow too.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh god.
I've been having problems doing the Monday streams lately, so I switched over to Tuesday. I'm just going to see how I like the Tuesday fit. So usually I usually don't worry about it because usually if you're not doing Monday, you usually do Wednesday. So
yeah, it's just because I worked, and then today we had to catch up on the ones that we missed, which was like 5 hours, and instead of doing like 10 hours of fucking wrestling, yeah, that's the only reason. So it's not a what do I want to say? It's not gonna be a reoccurring thing, hopefully.
Yeah, so we got Tommy and Draven both streaming at 7 tomorrow. We'll be back Wednesday for Holy Shit News, and Thursday for the member stream, and no Saturday night's main event this week, guys, unless you guys want to put the show on. But it is my wedding anniversary this weekend.
Yep. Nice. Congrats.
L'chaim, 12 years. 12 years
Wow.
of marriage to Mrs. Wakuian, and this January will be 14 years we've been together. So yeah,
God, I got a tip. I got to tip the guinea pig bowl to you because I damn sure can't remember how long the Mrs. and I have been married. The only thing I remember what day, and I can't fuck that up because it's St. Patty's Day.
Mine's 9, 10, 11. Very easy to remember. But thank you, Keely.
10, 10, and 10.
You got an easy one too. So so we're gonna be doing that. So no stream Saturday night, but if you guys are still up for Mario Kart, the Miss has already expressed an interest in hanging out and playing Mario Kart.
Hell yeah.
So
sure,
for our anniversary, we'll probably go out to dinner, have some drinks, and then we'll be able to play some Mario Kart with everybody.
Yeah. Caps borrowed his family
Yes, he
member's copy too, so he's excited to play.
Yep. Yeah, he said he'll be able to play this weekend. Hopefully we'll have Runner and maybe Kai. We'll have a big group because Adam's got Vinny, me, Tony, Draven. We're the wives. We're gonna have a big if Adam's daughter plays again, who talks as much shit as any of us.
That
was a blast.
Which, by the way, speaking to Sam, it's her birthday today. So happy birthday!
Happy
Sam.
birthday!
Happy birthday, Sam!
Nice.
Happy birthday! I hope you had a great anniversary of your escape from the womb.
That's fantastic. Oh, and people, don't forget, Wednesday we're gonna be over on Trina's finishing off Ash versus Evil Dead. It's the final season. So everyone jump over there. That's Wednesday. We'll probably be doing a toy stream over on my channel on Thursday, and then Friday Underground.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. I should have a couple videos dropping this week too. I've had one recorded for 2 weeks. I'm gonna release it anyway. And I have the reviews of Hell House 2 and 3. I'm gonna try to watch part 3 tomorrow night, and then rewatch 2 and shoot the reviews and release those this week and next week. Review of The Nun. As you can see, we're getting into September, and I'm going to be sharing some pictures of my den, which I framed all my original art prints I got at Horror Hound, and I'm going to hang those up tomorrow. And then next thing I'm doing is framing the stuff I got from Vinny and Chris and Red and Miriam, and those are going to be hung up around the office here.
Have your wife send me the links for those.
The Amazon. I got it. I'll send it to you.
All right.
But yeah. So thank you, everybody. I'll share some pictures on the community tab when I get everything hung up. But yeah, they look fantastic. But thank you, everybody, for being here for episode number 270, our fall season 5 premiere, gang. This has been a fucking wonderful show. I can't thank you guys enough. This cast I have around me, these guys are fucking wonderful. So thank you, everybody. And with that being said, folks, there's only one thing left to do, and that is say this. I'm Etep Okuian from the Place to Be Reviews. We have been here with all of you. We don't see you. Have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. We will catch you on the next one. Love you guys.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
It's better to burn out than to fade away. I could do this all
Cruz, thank you very much.
What's up, bro?
You're pushing your luck, little man.
Big shout out to everybody watching on Rumble. Thank you guys for watching over there too. We appreciate you.
Peanut.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
Shout out to all the Mises in Harlem, baby.
Me and my Mises are gonna go rob another JCPenney soon.
My Mises, the Mises that you don't want to try, the Mises that really do or die. My